Hey friend, Brandon here. If you just picked up the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 or Note 10 Plus, you're probably looking for some really awesome accessories for your new phone. So here are some of my favorite accessories for the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 or Note 10 Plus, and honestly, really any other phone that you may have. There's something for you, even if you don't have a Note 10. Make sure you stay until the very last accessory. It's pretty insane. You'll think it's crazy what I found, because this is Tech Today. Make sure to share, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified of when I post a new video. Anything that I talk about in this video will be listed below in the description. Also, if you order anything from the Samsung store, make sure to use the link down below to get 5% off your order from the Samsung store. Now, here's something really crazy. Every single accessory that I'll talk about in this video is stored in this backpack. This is the brand new Peak Design Everyday Backpack V2. I've actually used Peak Design backpacks since they launched on Kickstarter. This is one from their new line of everyday backpacks, or V2 line. They have messenger bags, slings, totes, and more. I just love this matte black finish. It looks really good. Anyways, we'll check out more of the features of the Peak Design Everyday Backpack throughout this video. And thanks to Peak Design for sponsoring this video. So we'll just have to open up the Peak Design backpack. Here's a little water bottle in here, by the way, and it's a full-size little pouch over here, so you can fit your really big hydro flask and things like that in here. Even a little drain hole at the bottom, really thoughtful. There's this little neat mag latch that you can pull down, and it actually can go up to different layers depending on what you have stored in here. We'll just look at this little pouch right here. There are magnets. That's really nice. So we'll take our Note 10 Plus out, and then while we're here, we'll grab this little guy. The Samsung Galaxy Note 10 has some of the best cameras out there for an Android phone, and easily one of the best for videos. On top of that, there are 3 really fun lenses. There's the normal lens, the telephoto lens, and then the wide angle lens. If you're gonna use your camera a lot, you'll likely wanna expand your storage with a simple little thing. This simple little SD card can double your storage size and is super affordable. Just make sure you get a high-speed one so that everything runs nice and fast. Now let's open up this side. It has this really sweet side access over here to anything that's in your bag, and some pockets off to the side. There's magnets. And then these little zip pouches over here, which are new to the V2 model. Then in here, we have this. With the Galaxy Note 10 series, we have the unfortunate reality of them removing the headphone jack. This is a pair of Galaxy Buds. It's the same great and easy setup process for Samsung phones that you'll see on something like an Apple AirPods in the iPhone. I use the Galaxy Buds all the time when I'm using Android. They're super small in the ear. I think they look really great and don't fall out easily because it has a nice little ear tip to it that makes them fit nice and snug in your ear. I haven't worried about them falling out at all while working out. The sound is really solid, but if you want the highest quality audio, then you should check this out. And over here in this little pouch, we'll pull this out. So this is a pair of Sony WH-1000XM3 active noise canceling headphones. Very crazy name, but it's a very good sound. They're noise canceling headphones. They're definitely a bit bigger than the Galaxy Buds, but they fold up nicely in this great case here, and they rest over your ears. Not only do they sound great, but they're really comfortable and cancel out sound from around you, which makes them perfect for when you're flying or traveling around. These are by far my favorite and most comfortable active noise canceling headphones. Even have touch controls on the side that allow you to adjust the volume, skip tracks, activate the smartphone assistant like Google Assistant, and you can actually activate the ambient sound so you can hear what's going on around you and not get hit by a car. I cannot recommend these enough. All right, let's see what else is in here. We'll grab this. One of the best ways to stay connected to your Galaxy Note 10 and get some convenient features is with the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2 smartwatch. This also works with other Android smartphones, but definitely works better with Samsung phones. I actually really like this style a lot more than the old Galaxy Watch. It's a bit more smooth and refined. I don't like that dude-like version that's all chunky. This one has that nice little beveled edge to it, so you can also swipe around in your apps. You can also view your notifications, messages, emails, and more on your wrist. And if you like being fancy, you can even speak to it or type on your watch to send messages. And of course, you can track your health when you're working out, sleeping, and soon, if not already when you're watching this, it'll even have an ECG feature to keep tabs on your heart and even alert you if it detects something wrong with your heart. Oh, and you can use it to find out where your phone is. Award show music. Now, if you want a cheaper option for finding your phone other than a smartwatch, or keep track of where your Peak Design Everyday Backpack goes should you lose it, there are these great things from Tile. A Tile is a really inexpensive and easy tool to help keep track of your items. There's a bunch of different Tile trackers that you can check out. This one's one that you can put into your wallet. This one's onto little devices like a remote. Here's a normal Tile tracker, but if you need something more heavy duty that can withstand a bit more abuse and can go for further distances, this is a Pro version, which is the one that I use the most. There's even an easy to use app to see where your item is is, and even set off an alarm to find out where your item is. You can even do it in reverse to find out where your phone is. Let's open up the other side. So there's two sides that can open up with this fold-out design. Over here, we have this little white box here. So one thing that Samsung is known for are those curved displays that go along the edge like this, right? This can look really cool and make the phone feel a bit slimmer in the hand. But some might not like it because of the accidental touches, but the biggest issue is a lack of good screen protectors, specifically tempered glass screen protectors. There's only one kind of screen protector that I suggest, and the only tempered glass screen protector that I even recommend, and that's the Whitestone Dome Glass. It's actually on my phone already, but you probably can't see it. It uses Lock-A Glue to adhere the screen protector to the actual screen or glass itself, and that's the glue that they use to adhere the real glass to the real display in your phone. Because of that kind of technology or method of putting the screen protector on, it feels and looks like you don't even have a screen protector on your phone. And it just adheres to the curved edges perfectly. It's strangely smoother than the actual screen on the phone. Oh, and it works with the in-display fingerprint reader. By the way, you want to remove that cheap screen protector before you install the Whitestone Dome Glass, and then re-register your fingerprint when you install the tempered glass screen protector. Now, while the glass look on the Note 10 is really amazing and premium feeling, it's nearly impossible to keep it clean of fingerprints. A skin from my longtime channel sponsor Dbrand makes it super easy to keep your phone free of those fingerprints, customize the look of your phone, and even kind of cover up those scratches that are on your phone. There are a ton of options available to fit your taste, and I'm using the Swarm skin on mine because I love the matte black finish. They even have a great grip case to help protect your expensive Note 10 from damage from drops, if you even drop it. You can even customize the look of the case with a bunch of options like this limited edition teardown skin. This one is unfortunately already gone. They have a bunch of limited edition runs now and then, so go check them out on social media too. They're hilarious and a bit snarky. So one thing that's really cool is you can unzip from both sides of these zippers, but if you want to, if you're traveling around, there's all these little hooks and security latches everywhere so that someone can't just run up to you, unzip your bag, and pickpocket you. If you're the creative type that likes taking a lot of pictures with your phone or filming video with it, you'll really like this one. These are Moment cases and lenses. So the case not only protects your phone, but opens up you to this whole ecosystem of lenses that give you all these creative possibilities. The Moment cases come in a variety of options like leather, wood, and this black canvas, which is my personal favorite. Right here, you'll see this interesting design around the camera lenses, which allows you to mount these really high quality lenses to it. First, these aren't those cheap plastic clip-on lenses. These are made of really high quality metal and a bunch of glass. It definitely adds to the image quality and sharpness and clarity. Now, if you really pay attention to your camera lenses on the actual Note 10 or any other phone really, you'll notice that any of the lenses outside of the normal lens is really low quality. It's a little bit fuzzier or it's not as high of a resolution. So having these add-on lenses to go over the main primary camera lens allows you to maintain that higher resolution, sharpness, and clarity, but get those different focal lengths. Twist it on, and that's it. So my favorite ones are the wide angle, this telephoto one, which is really good for portraits, and the really, really cool and artistic anamorphic lens. For those of you who don't know what an anamorphic lens is, it's kind of like the J.J. Abrams look. It's kind of that wide angle look with the lens flares. Makes it look really cinematic and cool. This is my favorite option for when I'm on the go. So if you're the kind of creative type that likes to go a bit extra, there's this crazy system from Beast Grip. I mean, it's got a cage. So I have a telephoto lens, a wide angle lens, and an anamorphic lens. One of the craziest things is they also have this other adapter where you can mount Canon EF lenses onto it, like full on camera lenses onto your phone. What you do is you grab your phone and there's this mount system here. So you just fold it in there and you line up the rig to fit with this little camera cutout. This is also universal for any phone. Pick your lens. These are also pretty dang high quality. They're way bigger. And then you screw it on and now you have access to your main lens with this really huge wide angle lens. You have a good grip to it. There's even a mount here for like a light or a microphone. Now, a surprising thing about when you're filming video is that having a heavier rig actually helps you make even steadier shots. So you combine that with the image stabilization on the phone and the heavier rig, and it's going to be even more stable than before. This is definitely the option for the serious filmmaker. Now, with all of these extra lenses, you probably need something else to make it easier to take pictures or video with. And this accessory is from Manfrotto. It's a little tabletop tripod. This is really nice because you can also hold on to it and use it to vlog with. Hit the button, level it out, and just put it onto a tabletop. You can get pretty much any angle that you want. Now this next one works a little bit better with the Moment lenses in case. Over here in this big old box. So there's even these little compartments that you can peel out and readjust. Now, if you want something to help you while you're on the go and want some of that smooth and cinematic goodness, the FreeFly Movi is my favorite. It's arguably the best mobile phone gimbal out there. It's also designed so you can easily just kind of set it down, which is nice. You can even get those advanced shots like out of Inception where it's kind of rotating like a barrel roll, and it can handle some really heavy weights because of these counterweights right here. And this is definitely for the hardcore tech creators out there as well. It's just crazy. Look at how smooth this is. It's like the chickens moving their heads around, or their body around, but not their head. Look at the bottom here. There are these extra hooks down here. So if you have like a drone or anything that you want, you can use the straps and hook them up to other different points on your bag to secure it and just tighten it. So you have another tie down. So if you need to charge anything while you're on the go, the RAVBolt by Anker is really amazing because it not only charges your phone, but has the Google Assistant built into it. It also has an aux jack on it, so you can plug it into your car and get high quality audio through it, listen to your music through it, make calls, hear your notifications read to you through the Google Assistant, and more. It's really 3 things in one: a Google Assistant, charging device, and a Bluetooth audio device. I'm really a big fan of this and love that I can add all this functionality to my car without having to buy a new car. Oh, and a big plus is that I really can't see any latency between the audio and video when I watch YouTube, so that's pretty neat. There's one more over here on the side. Now, with all the things that you'll be watching, the photos and video you'll be taking, and so much more, you'll probably need a battery backup now and then. And this is the Samsung Power Bank, and it's not just any power bank. This one has Qi wireless charging in it. So this neat little pad right here, you can just lay your phone on it, and it even works with a case. This means that you can actually have your power bank always plugged in charging, and then put it next to your desk and put your phone on it, start charging it. And then when you need to go, you just grab your wireless charger, unplug it, and take it with you on your trip or wherever you're going on. It's really like 2 in 1. Also, it's conveniently sized to fit that Galaxy Watch Active 2. It's like they were made for each other. Huh. This is all empty now. It's actually a whole compartment right here. This is when things start getting really crazy. Now, one thing that's really cool about the Note 10 is how it's an insanely powerful phone, and it has a lot of built-in capabilities. But you can do a lot more with it once you plug it into a device like a USB-C to HDMI cable. But this is a DeX Station, which allows you to unlock this really awesome desktop experience on your phone. And it's powered simply by your Note 10. You have access to all your normal apps, but with a way more open desktop-like experience. Now, the benefit of a DeX Station over just a USB-C to HDMI plug is how this station allows you to charge your phone while being used for DeX, which I imagine is probably pretty important if you're working on a big project. You also gain additional USB-A ports should you need to use them. Since you're using your phone kind of like a computer, you're gonna need some more stuff, right? Some more accessories, like a keyboard maybe? So this is the Logitech Craft wireless keyboard. You just connect to your Note 10 easily over Bluetooth, and you have this full-on amazing feeling keyboard that even has backlight keys. I just love the way that this keyboard feels, and it's pretty slim. Keyboard ASMR, just like the This Is Tech Today ASMR Tech Unboxing channel. Card right here. Now you're probably wondering, what about a mouse? Well, we have an option here. It's the Logitech MX Anywhere 2S mouse, or you can just use your Note 10 as a mouse. There's an option in the drop-down menu where you can just use your device as a trackpad, and you just swipe around and it navigates on the screen. Now you're probably wondering, Brandon, this is all great and all, but what do I display it on? Well, I'm glad you asked, Bobby. Let's check this out over here. There's a little pouch here for different things, even cables that are really great. And there's this tablet area here if you want. And then the craziest part, this is a laptop sleeve area, but instead of a laptop, I have this crazy huge display, which we'll go over in just a minute. But if you have a laptop, you can just pull this up, and then there's this little laptop sleeve here that you can adjust so it can fit 13-inch laptops and even 15-inch laptops. Honestly, I fit my 16-inch MacBook Pro in here just fine. And there's actually this little gap at the bottom of the bag, so if you happen to drop your bag, your laptop doesn't hit the ground. It has a little bit of an impact cushion. I mean, look how huge this thing is. It definitely gets better, trust me. There are 2 plugs on the side. There's a micro HDMI port and a USB-C port. I prefer the USB-C port, and it activates DeX on your phone. What's crazy, there's a built-in battery, and it even fast charges with Qualcomm's Quick Charge 3.0. So not only is this thing huge, but this is the best part. It's a touch screen. You can navigate around with a keyboard, a mouse, and even your finger. So you have an entire desktop environment right with your phone, and if you want to go a bit extra, get a whole entire touch display. This large screen makes it super easy to navigate it, to play games on, to sign things, and so much more. The Asus ZenScreen Touch is pretty sick. Seriously, isn't it kind of crazy that all of this fit inside of this everyday backpack, and it wasn't even jam-packed and full. There's plenty of room to spare. Peak Design has a ton of other great options for bags. There's totes, there's messenger bags, and the everyday backpack that I have right here. One thing to keep in mind is I've been using this since the Kickstarter days, and I went with the 25 liter because I didn't want a really huge backpack, and for the longest time I regretted that decision. I wish I went with the larger one. So this is the 30 liter one, and it doesn't feel overwhelming or too big on me, and I'm not like the biggest dude in the world. Definitely go with the bigger size. The V2 line is really awesome because they have all these neat little refinements on the zippers, the clamps, the material, everything about it feels way sharper, way cleaner, and kind of like a response to all the suggestions from the previous line. There's even magnets in the straps so they can stay out of the way when you're storing it and it's not flopping all around, and the shoulder straps pivot and rotate to fit your body type. I'm a big fan of it, so if you want to check out any of the things mentioned here or the Peak Design Everyday Backpack, go ahead and click some of the links down below in the description. And thanks to Peak Design for sponsoring this video. Oh, and if you buy anything off of the Samsung store, make sure you use the link in the description to save 5%. And while you're at it, go ahead and click the link to join the This Is Tech Today community Discord chat server. We'd love to have you. So thank you so much for watching This Is Tech Today, where we talk about the intersection of technology in our everyday lives, in business, and in all things creative. Until next time.